Right guys, I just want to bring your attention to this new consultation the government has started for their medical papers please nonsense. You know, the ones they flip-flopped over for the past 9 months at this point. Let's be honest, countless times we've heard it's not happening and it's not British to do this, as you all know, but then a week later they tried to push it into the public's mind with the utter codswallop to back it up. You know, the nonsense that they come out with literally every day. We have already seen little Jimmy Cranky up in Scotland U-turn with a 2-week delay on her papers please nonsense that she implemented recently, which is actually now expected to be scrapped from what I have heard, so that is partially good news. We will have to wait and see on that one though, so don't get your hopes up just yet. Now back to the England consultation and what's going on here. We've got the Telegraph who picked up on this but for some reason refused to include a link to the consultation itself. Yep, tell the public they can have their say, but don't help them get to the website that lets them actually have their say. Typical media tosspot if you ask me. I will obviously be putting a link in the description and pinned comment for you guys to use though. These tosspots should have done it as I said. Now apparently we have until October 11th to put in submissions against this nonsense, so I might actually make a new video every day on this, or every couple of days at that. This way people won't miss their chance to have their say and try and stop this nonsense. Now obviously it should be easy to shit all over it for various reasons that we've gone over 100 times on the channel already, but the Telegraph article itself actually gives us the perfect reason these are completely pointless. It states under the plan only double-jabbed people would be certified by the passports. Negative coronavirus tests or proof of natural immunity after recently recovering from the virus would no longer be permitted. So testing negative is not enough and natural immunity does not count or exist to these idiots. You need to submit to what they want, which proves this is all bollocks. It literally says this is not based in medicine, science or even common fucking sense. And obviously will do nothing to help the NHS or infection rates, which is what they claim they're doing this for. Obviously it's all about control, power, coercion and much more. Any brain-dead idiot should be able to see this at this point. I guess there is one silver lining you could say about all that. A judicial review will be easily won by Big Brother Watch or others, you know, if they go down the double-jabbed only route. Removing tests and natural infection will be easily torn apart in court and proves, like I said, this has fuck all to do with health. Of course, another thing that will help is shit like this that we've got here. Under 18s will be excluded, as will police officers, council officials and emergency services acting in their official duties, diplomats or anyone working for an international organisation. So the powers that be are exempt like a virus avoids them because of their status or job title. But the international organisation one is another big fuck you to the public without calling them VIPs this time like they did before. But yet again this helps to prove these passes are complete bullshit, as I've said. I mean, I would love to see them show how police are safe because they're acting as police officers, but you are not when you could be doing exactly the same as them. That ridiculous, laughable shit there will really stand up in court, I am sure, and I say that even with the legal system that we have. At the end of the day, it's just too ridiculous for any judge to go along with, and this is why the rules and restrictions kept changing over the past year. It stops the government needing to prove their bullshit in court cases that have been brought against them, something we see last year a few times, as I said. The legal arguments against and lack of evidence from the government would literally shit all over this plan in court in about 5 minutes. And most of what they have done in the last 18 months actually, let's be honest, this is why it's not been put in already. The fact it's not about health should be its undoing if it even gets that far, let's be honest. Like I said though, the consultation submission page is linked below in the video description and pinned comment. Explain to them why you're against this and why it obviously won't work. Be polite, and my advice would be to keep to the provable nonsense that the media and government have put out themselves. There are contradictions and lies throughout, alongside the many things they said wouldn't happen that have is enough to shit all over this, let me tell ya. As I've said before, it's best to use their own bullshit against them and make them look like a bunch of tossers to the public. Now, they will likely plough on with this regardless of what we say, but it's at least better than playing with our dicks while they implement it through the back door.